Hello, YouTubers. Joe Kersey here on Saturday night on September 23rd at 21:09 British summertime. If you listen carefully, here, let's listen carefully. You can hear all these young women down there having a big fucking cat fight, which basically interests me not at all, except in the sense of, is there going to be blood violence? Will they call the police? Will there be an investigation? Will people be having to be made to be sensitive? Who knows? It's the United Kingdom, They like to make people be sensitive, and it's like there's thought crime and shit, So who knows? But you can hear them down there yakking on the would be 3 floors down for us, 2 floors down by UK standards, because we're on the second floor, but we're really on the 3rd floor. The ground floor is called zero. You gotta love a country that does that shit. You really do. And I do love the UK. I really do. Yeah, I'd emigrate in a heartbeat, except for the taxes and financial situation and things. But since the taxes and shit are horrible, I guess I won't. I won't immigrate in a heartbeat, will I? But I love my friend Tony, and but I have other contacts as well. So, meanwhile, this thing behind me, what do y'all think that looks like? I can tell you what I think it looks like, because I've had my face up in it any number of times when I was a student and a resident. It looks like a quim, a cunt, a vagina, a vagina. It looks like a wazoo. Except the difference being there's no hair on it. Although I understand now that a lot of these women will take their hair off their wazoos. I've never understood why people take the hair off their wazoos, or guys, cut their pubes off or bushes off or whatever you want to call them. I mean, it takes long enough to grow that crap. Just leave it on. Just my take on things. Well, in any case, so I was going somewhere with this. I don't remember exactly where. Oh, where was I going with that, Tony?
Thomas.
Oh, well, no, that's the end destination. We got a long way to go to that one yet. You gotta save that for last.
Oh, you were going to mention about the taking the picture down. You were going to ask them to take it down.
Well, no, so I was thinking about, like, maybe I'll ask these guys to take this picture down. They won't do that, of course. Oh, of course, I could just take it off the wall and just set it on the side there without destroying it or doing anything horrible to it. I might do that. I really don't like looking at it. It reminds me too much of things that I had to have my face and head up in. Well, and quite honestly, at times in my life, my dick up in, and didn't really intend, my heart wasn't in it, but yet, enough stuff came out of my dick that I ended up with a son. And I'm very glad I have a son, and now I have a grandson, but still, that's just the way things happen sometimes, folks. Which, meanwhile, doesn't have anything to do with me being over in the UK, does it? So this morning, much to my delight, absolute delight, my Australian friend, yes, I can't say his name. No, I can't say his name. Did phone me, and he messaged me, and then he phoned me on WhatsApp. And we talked for probably about 45 minutes. And it was great. Now, Well, I can't. No, I can't really give you specifics about what he's been doing because that would probably more or less maybe identify him, and that would terrify him. He's terrified that somehow people are going to identify him. So I'll shut up about that. But I appreciated that, my Australian friend, more than you'll ever know. Hey, bud. Yeah, Tony says. Tony was listening. He says, it sounds like you're just like a couple of guys, like nudging each other in the shoulder at the bar. I said, well, that's what he wants. So I said, I guess he's achieved his damn result, Which for me is far more intense than just a couple of guys nudging each other at the bar. We're nudging each other, but not at the bar, well, you know what I mean. But that's all part of life's rich tapestry and fun. Come on, it's time to be a big boy. It's time to be a big boy. It's time to grow up. Yeah. I am not being deliberately ambiguous. I'm not. I'm really not trying to be an asshole. I'm really not. I know I sound like an asshole, but no, I'm not trying to be an asshole. So, okay, so we had this great, the breakfast here were great. They serve them till 11. That's, full this and salmon and cheese and this and, fried this and fried, just everything. And so we got out walking around maybe 10:30. Then we went up to the town square and saw, town square. there was this sort of like steel band thing, and unfortunately the steel band was promoting don't drink.
Don't smoke.
Well, don't drink and don't smoke. It's like, what the fuck are you on about? All the fun people in the world drink and smoke. So are you saying, don't interact with, fun people? I'm being slightly disingenuous, but you all understand. So that went on for, but when they started saying they were going to have like a puppet clown come in and do things, that became really scary. So I had to get the hell out of that because I can't deal with clowns, and I hate puppets, and I hate clowns, and I don't particularly like puppets. So, I like people. I don't like puppets. Well, a lot of people are puppets, so it doesn't really matter. It's like, but I don't. Well, you know what I'm driving at. Let those with ears hear. It says that so often in Kings and shit. Kings and shit. That ought to be the names of the new names in the Bible, kings and shit. Well, we got a good long reading about the construction of the temple last night, Evensong. I just went on and on and on and on. Oh, we missed that. We missed the sequel, Tony. Oh my, we don't know what happened on the construction job there on that one. But tomorrow, the Sung Eucharist, the Sung Holy Communion starts at 11:15. So we'll try to get our ass in there about 11 tomorrow, and which is good. I can't egg him on. I've been trying to egg him on. He won't bite.
I've known you for too long to bite.
Well, what I did today, and I won't do it again. I promise I won't do it again tomorrow. All right, I won't do it the rest of the time we're together. But I wanted to go to places that had younger guys that I really like to be around. And Tony hates that shit. He hates that shit. He didn't like the music. He didn't like seeing him. He didn't like them being around. But I do, well, I mean, I think you guys have figured out I do. And he did finally. Now he did finally tolerate that enough after the initial beer, moving out to the front fucking part of the bar rather than moving back to. And I thought, well, and I drank the thing down, and I wanted to, so let's get the hell out of here, because there's no point, if you're not going to enjoy it, let's get out the hell of it. And then I got thinking, this is exactly like what happened at the pool game with my friend from Australia. Any advice from that quarter would be welcome, but I don't think you're going to do that, are you? Because you're scared to death you're going to be found out. And that's the way it is. And you know that, and I know that. And I love you, but you're scared to death, period. Having said that, he also called me this morning, which is delightful. So I might sound like I'm shitting on the guy that really made me happy, but let's just be honest. We're all trying to be honest here. We're all trying to be honest here. I played Tony Take Me to Church. Hoosiers Take Me to Church. My friend from Australia will know what that means. And he says he's already heard it, of course. Well, of course he's already heard it. It's not like having your friend sit down and play it for you, like you did. So, okay. Well, there's this gash behind. It's like I feel like there's this big giant pussy behind me. Yeah.
That's like you're giving birth through it.
Well, no, I don't think there's any birth. Oh, you see these two sort of like bubbles. Maybe you got like two abortions coming out. It's hard to tell what it is. Look at it. Hard to tell. Oh well. I think I've more or less covered my. What was? Oh no! I have not covered my rant at all tonight. Let's cover my interaction with my son tonight. Are you ready for this, Thomas? Yeah. Maybe you'd rather be at the Weatherby's for this. Since you didn't want to talk to your dad about this, your father. Let's review the evidence. I was trying to FaceTime with him because, it's Saturday afternoon, what the fuck are you going to do on Saturday afternoon in the club so high, except, enjoy the fucking heat. Well, here, let's start with me, let's start with after we got out of communion, and we went to the library. Did I look sexy with my hair flying all over the place? Yeah. It says, out of communion and at the library, man, Tony is pissed. And Thomas says, pissed, why? Well, because it's a younger guy's bar. You didn't like that. And I say, it's a university bar full of hot young guys, and it's open house day. And he says, oh, like pissed, drunk, or angry. No, but he's not pissed. He's angry. I said angry. Well, angry is a stronger word than what he was just annoyed. He was just annoyed. He wished I had gone somewhere else or didn't want to do that. Yeah, so angry is not the right word. I said, and then later I said, he settled down. I certainly have. I wouldn't. Well, see, what happened was, I was getting in the state that I was in, and my friend from Australia will recognize this while he was playing pool with these women in San Francisco. Without asking me first. Yes, that's a big ass fucking deal for me still. I know it doesn't make a damn bit of difference to you, but it does to me. See, this is how you treat guys that you want to go to bed with. You don't play pool with women unless you want to fuck them. Okay? And if you want, and if you're out with a guy that you've been out with and all day, then well, we discussed that. Anyway, so it says, so let's see, where are we here? It says, oh, pissed, like, angry. He settled down. I'm still having a hard time. This is my son. I'm still having a hard time understanding why that would be a cause for anger. Well, anger is a strong word, as I said. So anyway, I said, just the way he is. Well, he is. That's the way he is. That's like the way I am. Why am I the way I am? And I have no problem with that. That's the way he is. I lit candles for ye and Carter, and I didn't include in this little message, and Sam, my Australian friend in the cathedral. And then later it says, now at the head of steam, which was considered to be like a bar that this guy in the bartender in Melrose said, he grew up in Durham and he was in Durham. He says, you got to go to the head of steam. So I said, okay, I'll go to the head of steam. So we went to the head of steam, and the head of steam sucked, frankly. Would you agree that the head of steam sucked?
It wasn't the best bar, but it didn't the worst. But
well, Tony's being gracious, but it did suck. So and then my son says it's 91 degrees. That's 91 degrees Fahrenheit because in the United States we use Fahrenheit, not this fucking Celsius bullshit. If you're a scientist, you use Celsius, but if you're a normal person in the United States, you use Fahrenheit. And it's hot as balls. Well, I mean, I've had my hand on some really hot balls when it's 91 degrees. I don't think my son has. I don't know if he has. He's not telling me about it. And then so I replied, I guess so. And then I said, FaceTime question. He says, hi, I missed your call. Bullshit. I can't really FaceTime right now. I'm watching the Ohio State game at the Weatherby's. That's his in-laws. Okay, fine. Well, I can't means he doesn't want to. Because he could, because if he since he got this, he could do that. No. He'd far prefer to watch some advertising-laden bullshit, football bullshit, without rather than talk to his dad. All right, so okay. So then, of course, I said, well, tits then. I understand, but I also know where I stand. Okay, the next thing was, he says, oh shit, give me a break. And I said, nope. And he says, I respect that no corner is given. I do the same. So I said, of course, I'd expect no less. Always good to know where one stands. I know where I stand now. I know where I stand now vis-a-vis him. No, I am second in line to the Weatherbees. I'm in second in line to, being talked with. Fuck that shit. I was not brought up to be rude to my host. He says, of course I expect no less. Always good to know where one stands. And then he says, I was not brought up to be rude. That's not being rude. That's not being rude to you. It's not rude to your host to go talk to your dad. It is not rude to your host to go talk to your dad. Give me a fucking break. I don't need that. I do not need that. And neither do you, because you don't know what you've walked away from, dude. And then we've got, don't do that shit. Come on, just don't do that. And he says, bull. Oh, no. And I said, interacting with your dad is not rude under any circumstances. Asked and answered. Taking a FaceTime call in the middle of a football game at someone's house is indeed, I know you wouldn't do it. That's bullshit. I don't give a fuck about football to start with. Bull, I said. And then I added, under no circumstances, assuming I'm not driving, would I not answer you. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that, Thomas? Y'all hear that, Tom Weatherby? You want me to be number 3, number 4? Bullshit. I don't like that. And I won't sit there like that. I guess I'm going to have to sometimes, aren't I? Well, enjoy paying for that fucking HVAC, dude, because I was going to help you, but I'm not going to now. You just stepped on your dick big time. All right? All righty. Bye-bye, YouTubers.